How's everybody doing out there? This is Pete. We're over at D.I.Y. Auto School today, and I just got in my new tool that I ordered from VEVOR, and we're going to do an unboxing of it. We're going to see if we can assemble it or whatever and try to use it. And what we got here in this box is a belt and disc sander. Alright, this is model BD4803. It's a 120 volt motor, 60 hertz, 5 amps. Sanding disc size is 6 inch. Belt size is 4 by 36. 4 inches wide, 36 inches diameter. The disc speed is 3,450 RPMs. The belt speed is going to be at 2,160 RPMs. And this is manufactured VEVOR Store Incorporated. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Of course, we already know this thing's made in China, but what isn't? What isn't made in China these days? For the price that this thing is, we're going to see what it's worth. I've had very good luck with VEVOR, and I'm thinking that this is going to be another one of them lucky days that the product is really going to be top-notch.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Okay, the first thing we see is VEVOR. I've already read you all the information on the box itself. Let's go ahead and dig in and get this thing open. So if you're doing any type of metalwork or woodworking or any type of hobby work at home that might require one of these, you might want to consider looking at VEVOR and seeing what is involved, like I'm doing right here. So right when we open it, the first thing we come to, of course, is the instruction manual. We're not going to go through the instruction manual, but you can see it comes with one. It's very detailed, I'm sure, and we might possibly check that out soon. The next thing we got is a guide. Look at this. It's made out of aluminum and plastic. This is a plastic-made guide, and it does have increments on it for measuring purposes and angles. And the slider bar, which fits into the sander itself, is made of aluminum. So this is an aluminum plastic guide. We got the hardware that bolts everything together, and it does come with a tool. I see the tool in here. We'll open that in a minute. We got a metal face plate that will be mounted on the machine. Lightweight. I am presuming this is made out of aluminum, and on the side right here it even has an angle degree situation to show you if you want to angle your work when you're using it. And then the same goes with this one. Go ahead and open this up, check it out, and you can see right there, same situation. It angles for you to use. I'm presuming that this one here would actually be for the disc sander, and then this will be for our belt sander. So the packing looks very, very nice. I like it. It's packed good and well. This looks like the disc face that you would put your sandpaper on. Let's go ahead and open that up and look at that. And yes, it is, and this is actually made out of, it looks like it's either aluminum or pewter. Whatever it is, it's cast, and it comes with one piece of sandpaper in the package. I'm sorry, I thought that was mounted on there. So this is a stick-on situation, and it comes with this one piece of sanding disc, so we'll look at that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get the machine out and take a look at it. And the easiest way that I'm going to get it out, I'm going to go ahead and cut the side off right here, bring that down, and then we'll get rid of the box like this. Hold it right there, people. Okay. Woo! All right. Wow. And if you're a fan of orange, I gotta say, this is orange. So let's go ahead and get this unpacked, and then we're gonna get a better look at it. So the housing of the sander itself is made of some type of metal. I'm gonna say that it's aluminum probably. And then the housing on this belt sander is made of, here's some metal here, we got plastic, so it's a combination of plastic and metal. You can also see right here that you can bench mount this if you want to mount it on a bench, standalone bench by itself. That would be a nice feature. Let's go ahead and put it together and see what we got. So I'm putting the VEVOR Belt Sander, disc sander together, and I'm having a minor issue on taking this Phillips screw out. Seems like it's very, very hard to get out. Okay, this is a reverse screw. Okay, so if you purchase one of these, remember that the screw that holds the disc on is a reverse thread screw. It is not, it's a left-handed thread screw, it's not a right-hand thread. But the belt sander itself does come with an Allen wrench for you to, and I'll show you that. You loosen up that and you can lay the belt sander down, or you can stand it up. So when I opened the package up, it had the keyway was actually on the shaft, and there was a wire tie holding it on, and you can see it right there. So be careful if you purchase one of these. Make sure to be careful not to lose your keyway. We're going to remove these 4 screws right here, Phillips screws. Alright, we got the cover removed. I thought there was 4 screws. There ended up being 6. But before we put this on, I want to show you something on this sander that is really interesting. If we look right here, it comes equipped with a vacuum assist sucker unit. That means that as you are using your sander, you can hook up your vacuum to the outlet, which is located over on the other side, and I'll show you that, and it will literally suck the dust right out. So yeah, that's pretty handy. Very, very, very what can we say, high tech. So I'm going to take my keyway and put it back in here, and then we'll go ahead and slide our disc on. Let's see if we can get this on here. There it goes. Went on really, really easy. And then we're going to take our fat washer. You can see how fat that is, and that's to fill this space in. And we'll take our Phillips screw, which is a left-hand thread. Remember that. That is a left-handed thread screw. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that to the left, and then we'll get that on there nice and snug. I think they could have designed this a little better, where it kind of could have slid in there and locked in place instead of taking screws off, but to change the paper out can kind of be I can already see that it can kind of be a pain in the ass. And once again, this is actually stick-on paper that we're working with. This says 120. This is a 120 grit paper, and we want to get that balanced on there just right, just like this. Very high-tech sticky stuff. So they do give you one disc and one belt. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and screw this on, and I personally can't see how you'd be able to change that with this cover on it. So to change the paper, you would have to take the cover off every time, or if you don't really care, you can leave the cover off and work with it that way. So as far as this action goes here, this is the biggest issue that I found so far. Once we got our disc on and our cover back on, we're going to take our mounting surface here, our sanding surface plate, and we will go ahead and slide this on here. And this is kind of a tight fit. There it is. Okay. Alright, it actually fits in a groove. There's actually a groove in there that fits in. I don't know if you can see that right there. So you take your plate, and then you would feed it in here, and then there it goes right there. Okay, so we got our VEVOR Belt / Disc Sander put together. Comes with a heavy duty cord, of course, with a ground, which would actually be naturally normal. And we're going to give it a try and see how it works. Wow, did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? That has some torque to it. We got this right here that we can use on both tables, both sanders. Look at this. Okay, we can use it this way, we can use it this way. Very, very handy item. But I actually got this for when I'm doing artwork or when I'm making stuff out of metal and I want to clean the edges up or precisely make it where it fits better. I got this basically for that. Now, I'll probably end up mounting this on its own stand, so it'll have its own proprietary stand eventually. But I did want to get this. I can also see that it's rubber mounted on the bottom. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let me unplug this. It has rubber feet on it. Look at this right here, 4 rubber feet. So when you actually mount it to a stand or possibly your bench, it's rubber mounted for vibration. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that this piece of metal right here, I have to clean this edge up where I might have possibly used my plasma cutter, and I have to make a slight curve right here to make this fit better. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean this edge up, and then I'm going to make that curve. We're going to see how this thing works and possibly get some action out of it. Make sure that you always wear your safety glasses with a tool like this and be very cautious as you're using it. This can be a dangerous tool to use. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. And I can see this is working very nicely. Watch this. Look how it rounded that corner off. It cleaned this edge up perfect. Look at that. Just a beautiful tool, all in all. So now we're going to go ahead and manipulate and take a piece of wood. We're going to try our belt sander out and see how this works. And look at that. Tears it down just like butter. So what's my opinion about the VEVOR Belt Sander / Disc Sander? I'm going to tell you right now, this is worth every single dime. This is probably the most high quality at the lowest price that you're going to find as far as disc sander, belt sander goes. If you're interested in this, check the description out below. It's going to have all the information on it. And if my friend Pete says this thing's worth it, it's worth it. One more thing I want to tell you, I ordered this thing online and I got it within 48 hours. No questions asked, it was at the door and ready to unpack. So this is my VEVOR disc sander and belt sander. It comes with one disc already and one belt. You can go to Harbor Freight and buy these very inexpensively. But I will say that this tool right here is going to be a lifesaver when it comes to using it. I won't use it every single day, but when I need it, I got it. This is my friend Pete, your friend Pete, doing a review on a VEVOR tool that I love. Take it easy.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.